Happy Tuesday, boys and girls. For today's story time, I'm going to read Not Quite Narwhal, which is by Jessie, Sima. And I don't know if Miss Penny has talked about narwhals before, but they are really cool sea creatures. Before we do that, really quickly, we're just going to go over our two sight words. Do you remember this one? Do, good, it rhymes with to. Do, like please do me a favor, or do you like green eggs and ham? No, I do not. Sam, I am, right? And then there's this. This word is this. What's the digraph in this? Good, TH, this. Awesome, so we have do and this. Do this, please. Do this, please. Oh, this, do. All right, good. Easy peasy. Just a quick review of those. Do you remember our word family for this week? I introduced it yesterday. It is ugh, right? Ugh, ugh. So all we're going to do on these little flashcards is change the first letter. Sometimes there's two. Sometimes it's a digraph. It's two letters making one sound. But sometimes it's a blend and you have to say all four, right? Like slug, slug, or ugh, drug, right? Okay, let's see. How fast? Try to say them before me. Remember, they're all going to rhyme with ugh, ugh, ugh. So all you really need to do is read that first sound and add an ugh to it. Ready? Beat me, go. Hug, good. Pug. Lug, good, right? When you lug something, you're carrying something that's very heavy. It takes a lot of effort. Ooh, this one. Jug, good. And this one? Tug, good. When you tug something, you pull it really hard, right? Put in a lot of effort. Ooh, four sounds for this one. Snug, good. And this one? Dug, good. Like he dug a hole. Ooh, this is one sound. Chug, good. And this one? Bug, awesome. Ooh. Rug, right? Snug as a bug in a rug. I should have done all those together. Remember I told you that was my favorite expression, right? Where's snug? Oh, there it is. Snug as a bug in a rug, right? Name's super cozy. And the last one? Oops, I forgot one more. Mug and drug, right? Not the bad drugs, right? We want healthy drugs that like help us to get better when we're sick, right? Sometimes we have to take one that the doctor gives us. All right, good job, boys and girls. All right, Not Quite Narwhal. Now, does it look like a sea creature to you? What does it look like to you? So predict, what do you think this is about? Oh, good thinking. So look at this cover page. Got lots of sea creatures. And you have our main character. Kelp was born deep in the ocean. Look at how cute. He knew early on that he was different than the other narwhals. Look at, what do narwhals have? Yeah, they have that sharp tusk. His tusk wasn't as long as everyone else's. He had different tastes in food. And he wasn't a very good swimmer. How do we know he wasn't a good swimmer? What does he have? Yeah, he has floaties, right? He needs floaties to swim. But his friends didn't seem to mind, so Kelp decided he wouldn't either. I didn't care he was different. That is, until he was swept away by a strong current. Sure, Miss Penny has talked about those, right? That kind of pulls you away. You have to be careful in the ocean. I wish I were a better swimmer, he says, as he's getting turned around in that strong current. Kelp found himself at the surface, closer to land than he'd ever been before. High up on a cliff, he spotted a mysterious sparkling creature. It looked so familiar. It looked like kelp. Kelp swam toward land as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that he could catch up with the creature that looked just like him. When he finally reached the shore, Kelp felt a little bit anxious. That means kind of nervous. He had never left the ocean. He was nervous about walking for the first time, but the land creatures made it look so easy. It wasn't. Look at, he's trying to walk. Who's he trying to walk like on the top? Yeah, I don't think it's very easy to walk like a crab either. Oh, and then what is he doing down here? That wouldn't be easy for him to do. Hop like a frog, right? But eventually he got the hang of it. Turtle's a lot like him, right? Everything on land was strange and beautiful, but also kind of scary. Kelp began to think he might never find the creature that looked just like him. But as he stumbled out of the forest, dun dun dun, what do you think? Make a prediction. Let's see if you're right. Oh, land narwhals. Actually, we're unicorns, and by the looks of it, so are you. What? He wasn't a narwhal after all? No wonder he needed that in the ocean, right? Kelp had never heard of unicorns before. They taught him all sorts of new things about his tusk. We call them horns. They introduced him to unicorn delicacies. Ooh, like snow cones. Yummy. And they showed him how to gallop. There was no doubt that Kelp was, in fact, a unicorn. He was having so much fun that he didn't want to leave. But then he remembered all of his friends under the sea. Kelp missed them terribly, so he said goodbye to the unicorns and returned to the ocean. Come back soon, that little unicorn says. Right? Kelp swam toward home as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that the narwhals would still like him now that he was a unicorn. When he finally arrived, Kelp had butterflies in his stomach. Kelp! Look at, they're so happy to see him. The sign says, "Welcome home." They must have missed him. Kelp took a deep breath and told his friends the news. It turns out I'm not a narwhal. Of course you aren't, said this friend. I'm a unicorn. We all knew that. They took it quite well. Yeah, they already knew he was a unicorn, but they loved him just for who he was, which I love that about this story. Kelp was happy to be home, but now that he had experienced life on land with the unicorns, he couldn't seem to forget them. Did he want to be a land narwhal with the unicorns? or a sea unicorn with the narwhals? Kelp couldn't decide. What would you choose? Would you like to be a land narwhal with the unicorns or a sea unicorn with the narwhals? Maybe that would be a good topic to write about. Give me good reasons, right? But then he realized that maybe, just maybe, what do you think? Maybe what? What do you think? Oh, see if you're right. He didn't have to choose. And look, he could be both, going back and forth, right? They're all together. That's a nice way to make new friends. He brought the unicorns and the narwhals together. And then the hippo says, I'm a unicorn. And he says, Kelp isn't so sure about that. And that is THEEND. And. All right, boys and girls, what do you think about this story? Do you think it was fiction? A story with characters and setting and a problem and a solution, right? And with a beginning, middle, and an end? Or was it nonfiction? A story meant to teach us facts, 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 facts. Like, do we learn lots of facts about narwhals or unicorns? What do you think? Fiction or nonfiction? Tell me. Yes, you're right. It is fiction. It's a story meant to entertain us. A fiction story about the ocean. All right, boys and girls, I will see you tomorrow. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.